the key fob. These buttons are really hard to press though, I gotta say that, so maybe they could fix that. And then here, when I open it, or just approach the vehicle here, the door handles, they come out like this, and then, yeah, they move a little bit, but maybe not the most ideal one, let's take it that way. We have here soft close. There we go. The panel gaps, by the way, here in the front looks okay, but there are certain areas, for example here, you see this overlap here. So these are the famous German Spaltmaße. So that's maybe something they could improve a little bit further. And then here, you also have the laminated windows already in the front. It's actually for all the windows, so that's also very silent. And I can already tell you right now, it will be silent on the motorway here. These front doors open very wide. Then the high-grade leatherette on top here, also soft underneath, fabric insert, this beautiful scheme, also here with the matte wood, so it's lovely, you know, how it's made. Also standard window levers. Also here, the inside of the door is covered fully with leatherette. Well done. The only thing here I don't like that much is this door opener from the inside. Like, why would you do it that way? It kind of feels weird though.
Clean now,
yeah, it looks clean from here, but the thing is, like, this door is like perfect from the build quality, and everyone's like, oh my god, this, wow, and the matte wood and grace, and then, oh, I want to get out of the car, and then like, huh? So why?
And it's plastic. So
yeah,
that's don't feel that
so
nice,
it doesn't fit to the rest of the build quality. Let's take it that way. Then the entry badge here. This is also the Mojave trim. There's also a very beautiful trim here on the inside. Actually, here the steering wheel, flat top, flat bottom. Then these are capacitive buttons here. Not my favorite, but the lower ones you can actually press. This is like a favorite button here on the right lower side. And these seats here. These are also the high-grade leatherette seats. Optional, you can also get animal skin, but these here are really nice in the build quality. Very soft, good quality also here in the sit bone area. You can also make this part here a little bit longer, all electric seats. And they also offer very nice comfort, so I can only recommend this trim then here. You can move it forward, backward, electric, of course here, lumbar support. This for the back part, this is the lumbar support. And then there's also a seat massage available in different forms: rolling, unwind, wave, stretch, and deep. And two modes of these, like here, oh, unwind. Not sure if you can even hear that on the microphone. This has a seat vibration. It's like oh, that's the stuff. Gives you the shivers, but in a positive way. This is crazy because I think it really like relieves the facial tissue, like the deep tissue there. Oh wow, that's crazy. Because I mean, some massage functions, they are like just lumbar support in and out, and it's like doesn't make sense. But this one here, I mean, due to this vibration massage, it really, you know, relieves tension from the muscles and so on. And wow, this is really like goosebumps. This is really crazy. And also these functions, like the wave functions, you feel that it's not only the lumbar support going in and out. They're really like individual dots, you know, massaging you like the cat paw massage style. This is really amazing. So it's a great massage feature. I can just recommend this one. So great luxury features, and of course heating and cooling here with these perforated leatherette seats. So this is a perfect trim. I mean, you can argue about the exterior color, of course, picked it differently or something. This is called Aurora, this green, by the way, but this is really probably the trim to go for. You can also, of course, also pick this same material in different colors as well. And then you might know the Tesla Model X, taking inspiration, a lot of headroom, don't need to discuss that. And then you have this panoramic glass here, and then these attached sun blinds. They can be even extended here like this. This is nice. And then also with Tesla-like magnetic covers then here for the light. The thing is that when you're going like on a road trip and you have such great panoramic view to the front, you can really enjoy the landscape. And I just keep unwinding my muscle. I think I gotta go get back to you in 20 minutes. So, okay, let's stop it for now, that I can concentrate on talking to you. Maybe one more massage. But the thing is, when you have the sun really, really high, like in this area, like, you know, midday, and this is tinted here on the top, yes, but it still blinds you. So I would recommend driving this vehicle with like sports sunglasses, which are really close to your eyes, you know, and really cover the whole thing. This car needs to be driven with sunglasses. Then it's actually fine. But just to mention that. But it's so unique here. You can argue, of course, about that if it's really necessary to do that, but it is a standing out vehicle, definitely. Some things are maybe over the top, but they are also interesting. And then here you have some microfiber cover here in a special pattern here. This is also, look at that, how it's dampened here, like really deep underneath, really very well done. Matte wood again, I love that trim. Then it seems like it doesn't have a glove box, but it does have one. And then you can, just one short press, there we go. Yeah, I can set it here to the favorite button, for example. This also folds down smoothly, some space here like this. This middle console is also very interesting. Here, armrest, soft enough. Then some space underneath for USB-C charging. You can slide this one forward. And then cup holders, they're very tight, but also adaptive. And then you can slide this whole thing forward here and have a look. I mean, look at that. And this one even goes, you can almost lose your arm in there. This is really crazy. And then of course you can also move it back again. What about physical interface? There is one here for the volume control, for example, and also glad to have physical temperature unit right here. So it's easy to control by driving. This here, all the thing for the massage. And then you have this lower screen here where you can set the basic stuff, for example. You can always have the hotkey here to vehicle functions like this. Here you can set the driving modes, but you can also set the hotkey at the steering wheel, for example. Climate functions like this. You can also do it like this, but I would always do it here in the physical way in the lower part. Then you have here the map, actually. Beautiful island of Majorca. Really beautiful place, definitely in the Mediterranean Sea. This is software version 3.4.4. I heard that from 3.5 it's also supposed to offer Apple CarPlay, because at this moment here we cannot show you Apple CarPlay yet, but obviously want to retrofit that, so that will be interesting. And it will be also interesting if they will retrofit the shortcuts here to the to the drive assist stuff, safety features, this one, yeah, that you can because at the moment you have to go in here to deactivate it. But I would also wish to put it here on the hotkeys, and they say they plan to also offer it that you can press the hotkey and then, for example, deactivate the EU speed chime law and so on. And then you have this top unit here. So this is like the digital instrument where you can see the speed. Left side is also a touch screen where you can also set your trip meter and so on. But you can also control it once again from the steering wheel with the left button here, which is like a sliding button, but maybe not the most practical thing to do. Left side is also for touch. And then here I have another touch screen. And sometimes you wonder, okay, like this is like one map, and then you have the map here, so which one to use? It depends. I mean, this is more in your line of sight. Here you can select this one and then play video, and then you have this, and
the massage is
the
going
massage is starting. Then you have, wow, this is a great animation. I mean, it's not necessary, but it's cool to see. You hear the waves, and it's also very well done how this one interacts basically with the lower screen that goes like through this whole animation. You have the sound also here, and then you can maybe relax at the charging stop and so on. So you can make use of this one here to the full potential. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, why not? And then you also have other schemes like this, well-being, maybe stargazing. Let's take a look at that.
Let's be inspired and feel a connection to the universe.
Oh.
You are now seated in gravity. As you take a breath in, see a bright, shining star in front of you. A unique, strong, beautiful star.
There it is.
Shining with all of its wisdom, just like you.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Take a nice deep breath in, all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And as you exhale, move away from the star. With each exhale, move further away and start seeing other stars in the
Session with
periphery.
Thomas here, yeah.
Yeah, relaxing yoga session with Thomas. So yeah, there's a lot to discover right here. So once again, you can say it's maybe over the top on the one hand, but you can play around with it and everything works pretty reliable. It's also very quick. And my favorite, definitely the seat massage. I'm not sure if you could hear that on the microphone, but this is like the vibration again. And so, see you soon while driving. That's the stuff. With the trunk or the boot, because this is really spectacular and solutions I have never seen in this fashion before. So here, this is the normal boot length. Soon also going to take the measurements, but here, step one, head restraint goes down and pull this one forward. Here, head restraint goes down, and then even more tricky, this one here, I can lift it away, and then there's, for example, the charging cable underneath. You can also store it in the front if you don't want to use it as a picnic station. And then here you can take these all away, because then you have space to let these seats here sink in the last seating row. This is very special. This PC, by the way, has the tendency to fall off, so you have to watch that a little bit. So then push this one down. So then I have this area already quite even. This gap will stay here. And now, this is even more interesting, I can use these buttons here, that these seats are folding. I press one first, they can watch it from here, like the left side. There we go, and then it folds down. This is also yeah, pretty impressive, but now Leah opens the door, the right side, and I can press the other button, and then you can see what happens here. Look at that. This one goes forward, and then poof. Yeah, I maybe would watch children's hands there, because it's really, you know, hard, but wow, what a mechanism. You can see this is on the floor now, and that's why it goes so low down then. And look at that maximum setup. This is extremely impressive. And you can even put the mattress then in here and have like a camping night. I mean, look at that. You can also then watch the stars at night or something like that. And I mean, this gap here, maybe for the hip area, isn't too bad, because, you know, like some mattresses, they are like softer in the hip area. When you put the mattress over on top of here, then this area is automatically softer because it sinks a little bit more in. So maybe that's a good idea. And now let's measure this thing. So the normal trunk length, 70 centimeters, 27 inches. Then the maximum height right here is 35 inches, or a little bit less than 90 centimeters. That's crazy. Also possible because these ones go down. And then, yeah, you might have already expected this. This is the full ruler, 2 meters or 79 inches. And that goes even above that. So this is like, it's like 2 meters 30, or 79 plus 12 inches is 89, 91 inches. Wow, this is crazy. The width here, by the way, a little bit more than 1 meters 10, or like 43, 44 inches. That's crazy. And then when you want to move that all back again, oh, by the way, here there's like a side holes again. When you want to reinstall everything here, you have to basically repeat that like this and like this. That's the way they go up again. Then you pull these. So it's actually not too hard, like this and up. So like this. Then you have your third seating row again. And then the second row, this gets a little bit trickier. So here you have to pull up, and this needs a lot of strength actually, like this. And then you can see once again this mechanism, how this one moves to the floor. So pretty clever engineering. And then like this. And the hardest part is actually on the other side, because that needs a lot of strength. And it's actually still quite cold outside, but I already took off my jacket because this is my morning workout. I already did this for like the reels and stuff, for the vertical format. And Leah's just enjoying filming it. Oh, there we go. Whew.
Thomas' gym session is done now. Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. Yeah. And remember that we film it in English, long format. We film it in German, long format. And then we do the vertical format in English and in German, and from the vertical, a very short format and a longer format. So basically, I end up doing the whole stuff you've just seen, I think 5 times?
6, I think.
5 or 6 times? I don't know, like I haven't stopped counting, but whew, this is really the thing. that especially when we have a car like this, so much to discover in the second and the third seating row and the trunk and so on, and really cool features. But that is the biggest work part for me. And there were some funny comments recently saying like, oh, this guy is measuring trunks as a job, you know, like, and then, yeah, this probably like life goal is reached. I can earn money with measuring trunks of a car. I wouldn't have expected that, you know, when I grew up in this very rural, small community, you know, and yeah. Funny things happen in life sometimes. Thanks to you, I can measure trunks as a living. Yeah. And by the way, here, to access the third seating row again, here, press this button. Ooh, that one falls, and listen to that. So these motors are pretty loud actually, and then you can access the third seating row. And the thing is, can you actually, I mean, I can move this one here forward a little bit, but can I still sit there in the rear? Maybe I can even move. Oh, look at that. This is even possible. The kids will enjoy that. So gladly, my shoes are all fresh and not dirty. So, and then it is possible here for a tall adult to sit here closely, but it is possible also headroom wise. So this is really a full 7-seater, which could house 7 tall adults. That is possible. And it's actually not too uncomfortable here in the rear. You even have some cup holders and so on, have that view to the panoramic roof. So astonishingly, that really works. And you can also adjust these a little bit here. Pull a little bit more backward in the angle here, adjustment. So, well, kind of impressed with that indeed. And the special thing about the second seat row, first of all, here we also have the laminated windows in the rear. Then this one opens 90 degrees. And that's great for getting in and out of the vehicle. And of course, also if you want to install some child seats, then here everything covered with leatherette, fabric insert, beautiful matte wood. So the interior here also everything covered at the inside of the door with leatherette. That's how it's supposed to be with such a premium vehicle. Then you can change the inclination here manually. This is not the most high-class lever though, so this is like one disappointment maybe, but then again, great leatherette seating surface here, nice quality, very soft, isofix outside, and also here the middle seat is huge. Look at that width here, so you can easily sit here also in the middle. This is probably yeah, one of the widest middle seats I've seen. Just the back part is a little bit harder than the outsides. You can fold down this well. Cup holders are not adaptive though, gotta say that. And then here to the seat as I'm driving, this is still a lot of legroom left. You also have a separate climate unit here in the middle part with this digital control, for example, seat heating as well, even floor. And then there's 2 more features actually here. First of all, I have this electric shade here. It's always a cool feature. Then just put down here the window lever control, and then it goes down again. Let's see how far this window goes down, by the way. That's it. So it doesn't go that much down, but maybe also good for the kids, you know. And then, talking about the kids, here you have a table. And this actually, I mean, it is, you see, it's very low. So I have to put my knees then to the side. But this is actually pretty cool for working then. If, you know, I have some time somewhere, maybe a charging stop, you go to the rear and then you start working with the laptop here. It is also a very stable mechanism, and that's like pro and con, because these hinges here, they are very stable because they are 2. But because they are 2, you also have to be careful with your kids, because this should not happen here, you know. So this is like a children bone breaker, so to speak, in the fingers. So yeah, whenever we're driving with the kids here in the rear, I mean, it is properly stored here. You need to put it out like this, but you should teach your kids that they should not interfere with their fingers right here. Yeah, but then again, this is the very stable solution. Sometimes these tables, when they are just like attached with one hinge here, they're like wobbling around and so on. So this is definitely pro and con. But here also a lot of headroom left. So no problem at all, and it's a very comfortable, pleasant experience here in the rear. So such a travel mobile.
It's Leah here, and have you noticed that Thomas missed 2 special features in the front here? Let me show you.
That's hard to press, right?
Yeah, really. So first of all, the power socket here. Can charge your phone or use the hairdryer there. And the second one is the, Thomas, I need it, thank you. The cup holders. Ah, that's a nice feature, right?
Actually, not only for one side.
Yeah, for the other side as well. Really nice.
So is it comfortable then?
Yes, really comfortable. Yep. And here's another button to close it. So hold that and yes. Ta-da!
Then here, Leah just noticed that here, look at that, how this area stays open when you open the trunk area, and then also like the form right here, and also when you close it again. So which car does that resemble? There is one vehicle from a German premium manufacturer, also electric, also SUV, which has the same mechanism. It's cut out like this here, and then exactly this area here stays open. And I exactly knew what Leah meant. So tell me in the comments, which car does that resemble, this area here when the trunk opens and closes? Tell me in the comments.